Hello, welcome everybody. This is Maurice Parker. Welcome to the Maurice Parker channel. We talk about sports and more. Let's get into it. Today has been a later video and everything. I just wanted to say thank you all. Recently, we have reached over 3,000 subscribers on this channel, and I am more than blessed to say thank you to each and every one of you who has put time out their day to watch the videos, even if for a second. I appreciate it. Thank you to the Most High, Jesus, my family, my friends, old and new subscribers, the fans. Just thank each and every one of you. Just wanted to make sure that everybody knew I am grateful for that. Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals was between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Minnesota Timberwolves, in which it was a hard-fought game. And in the first half of the game, Anthony Edwards did not be as aggressive as I know he can be. It looked like he was trying to get his teammates involved from my perspective, but it was not. Like, he only took 2 shots in the first half. And I get it, you want to be smart. Oklahoma City was focusing on slowing him down, as well as, making sure the other guys had to step up. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was doing his thing and, getting the points produced when he needed. I gotta give credit to where credit is due. Even though I cannot think his name, DiVincenzo did his job trying to shoot some threes to get him back in the game. It seemed like every time the Timberwolves were coming back, the Thunder ended up passing them up, and at the end, it was just at the gut-wrenching minute, the Timberwolves collapsed, and unfortunately, Oklahoma City took advantage of that. I do have some updating breaking news. A Game 5 that has basically recently concluded, which was a blowout win by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are returning to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2011 when they faced the Miami Heat. That team was featured by Kendrick Perkins, Serge Ibaka, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant, in which unfortunately they lost to the Heat team in 2011 led by LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and those guys. So congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is the second time in their history that they are going back to the finals. If you remember, before days the Oklahoma City Thunder, there was the Seattle Supersonics, and they changed it. But congratulations with the MVP going to the finals. Now in the Eastern Conference Finals, we have the Indiana Pacers destroying the New York Knicks yesterday, and Tyrese Haliburton, for me, put to rest that he is a superstar in the NBA. I don't like the notion that fans are not, that the consensus is just because I think because he plays in a small market, in my opinion, that I think it's overshadowed. Had he played in a bigger market like New York or LA, he would get more recognition. And it doesn't seem to me that just because he plays in a small market, he does not get all the respect that he should get. That's not just the fact. He has a triple-double, 32 points, 12 rebounds, I think 15 assists, 0 turnovers. You heard that right, 0 turnovers in a game in which he had a masterclass skills. That put to rest for me and anybody else. I been knew he was a superstar, but from these criteria, especially if you read ESPN, the criteria is the man that Russo said, I'm going to quote him correctly, that the superstar led the team to the finals. Now he has a chance, if they win one more game against the Pacers, has a chance to go to the finals, and that'll be the first time in the Knicks history since 2000 that they have went to the second time that they went to the finals. And honestly, if he goes to the finals, and let's just say he wins, for the sake of argument, if we say that the Pacers win the finals with Tyrese Haliburton, then the notion he's not a superstar has to be put to rest. I'm going to say that's the icing on top. And if he wins finals MVPs, that has to be put to rest. He's already a superstar, my boy. I'm sorry. I just had to say that to the fans out there, because we got to admire this young man. He's a superstar. And every great player, if we remember them from LeBron to Kobe to Jordan, every player is going to have good nights, and every player is going to have bad nights. But when they ball out and they show they ball out, he just went to the Eastern Conference Finals back-to-back years. Like, that's impressive. Like, we got to give that to him and his team. One reason I put it specifically is that a superstar also, to me, one who helps his team be better people and is blessed with the pieces around him. He has been blessed, and he is often really humble about his teammates, just like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Oklahoma City Thunder is about their teammates. Because they both know, as great as the superstars you are, you're blessed to have teammates around you because you don't win those. You start on superstardom by yourself. Teammates try to set you up to give you the big time plays, to give you what you need to do to be successful. And I think that is a good notion to have. Now, to get back into the game, Karl-Anthony Towns was horrible, but he's been playing nothing short of spectacular in this series. I believe that Jalen Brunson is trying his best to continue to be assertive in this series. You really got to also commemorate Pascal Siakam for just being relentless when it comes to getting 20 points. Miles Turner doing his thing. And this has really been an overall game. I believe Oklahoma City Thunder are on a side note, in the West, I believe Oklahoma City Thunder are one of the youngest teams to ever make it to a finals. So they have a chance to actually have the dynasty of their own. On the other hand, if the Pacers end up winning tomorrow, as I'm talking, then this will be a matchup. To me, I still don't hold nothing against any player for making it to the finals last year, for example. To make it to the finals is an accomplishment. Like, it's hard to do. Very few, not some of the greatest players who ever played the game of basketball had not reached the finals. So just to get there just once is amazing. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren, the whole Oklahoma City staff should be proud of themselves to go back to the final. I know it's been 14 years, but nobody, even if it was 14 years, some organizations haven't gone once, but them to go twice, at least once last decade and once this decade, just congratulations. I mean, I'm proud of every organization and proud of y'all. To the Minnesota Timberwolves, y'all need to keep your heads up. Anthony Edwards, Nas Reed, Rudy Gobert, their coaching staff, keep your heads up. And I know the fans are going to be disappointed. I know you went back to Western Conference Finals. Keep your head up. Just keep growing and keep using this as motivation for next year. I know it hurts because you get so close, but you're living your dream. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and I'm going to say this. It is okay. It's okay. You find out more about yourself in a loss than you do in a win. And do what you got to do. It is okay. It is okay to show emotion. It's okay to cry after the game because you know what? Hard work. Sometimes it's disappointing when it doesn't end the way you want it to go, but you use that for motivation for next year. You give your minds and bodies a rest for a little bit. Then you come back mentally prepared. Give yourself a week or 2 weeks. Get your mind, get your body a rest. And let yourself get mentally prepared for the next challenge next year. You just have motivation for next year. You guys are doing a great job going back to Western Conference Finals. Don't listen to no pundits. Don't listen to the pundits or skeptics about you guys. It is hard to go to championships and it's hard to go to finals. If you're always in contention, eventually you will break through. It just wasn't the time. Use this as a motivation next year. Keep your heads up. You have nothing to be ashamed about. You made it to the Western Conference Final back-to-back years. You should be proud of yourselves. Now onward to the Eastern Conference Finals. Once again, though, for the New York Knicks, can they pull a comeback of the ages? Now, if the Knicks pull a comeback and they end up winning the series, this would be one of the greatest stories ever told by Jalen Brunson and be a testament to him and his teammates. Because, very few teams ever come back from a 3-1 deficit. But it is possible for that to happen. Now, do I think it will happen? It could happen. I'm never going to put nothing past anybody because I don't want to count anybody out at 87%. It's one game at a time. If the Pacers end up closing the series out tomorrow, you just tip your cap off to them and tell them congratulations because you're going to see it. We would either way. By the end of June, we're going to have a champion, and either somebody's record is going to be 1-0 in the finals, or somebody's going to be 0-1 in the finals. The only thing I would say to both teams that compete in the finals, well, Oklahoma City, who is there, and to your team in the East who's there, enjoy the moment of being in the finals. I'm never going to tell y'all to treat it like any other game, but this is the spirit. This is what you train. This is what you guys envision your whole childhood, and you have a dream to come true. Make the dream come true. If you try your best out on the court and you both go out there and you compete and be competitive, give it everything you got, you will be not disappointed. If you gave it everything you got, so somebody has to lose. But the trust on this channel, I will not ridicule the team that lost. When we do on the Morris Parker channel, we uplift the athletes. Yes, talk good about the ones who, you talk good about the ones who win, and even though you uplift the ones who lose. So that way, I believe that we should talk up people and not talk down these fine, wonderful athletes and anybody else who's out there working hard. Once again, that's just my perspective. But I do thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to listen to me on the Maurice Parker channel. Who's taking time out to reach the support and gratitude. I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are wonderful. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video, which we will probably discuss tomorrow. If it is tomorrow, will probably most likely be tomorrow. Either we'll find out. Either there is a game 6 between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers, or we are having our preview of the NBA Finals between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Indiana Pacers. Stay tuned to the Maurice Parker channel. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys soon.